just trying to get everything ready with the meeting minutes. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our April meeting. Sorry, I am running just a little bit behind. But if you do want to join us, you can join us on the Google Meets. The Google Meets the Google Meets link was put on the Remind app, as well as put on, sent out with the email. I might help if I can make that bigger so you guys can read it. So if I share the agenda for you, here is the agenda. I'll give it a minute to kind of pop up for everybody. If anyone cannot see it, please let me know, but I'm hoping everyone can. But we have our, quickly welcome, principals report, teacher moments. Unfortunately, Mrs. Sewell's not even here, and neither is Katie at this time. So I will talk about that in a second, because this is not going to be an actual official meeting without at least 3/4 of the board members. But so we won't have principal's report or treasurer's report. So we'll probably quickly go into some review and new business. Most of this is just so parents know what's going on and kind of catch everybody up. And then the big topic we have is next month's book fair. So are there any questions before we kind of start off? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop presenting just so, I don't know, I'm always the type of person I like to see who's talking. I'm weird, I know that. Excuse me. Just so we all remember, with meeting expectations, we all do have busy lives. We understand. You gotta be careful of what's in your background. We had to pretend we're at school. One parent one time had an alcohol bottle behind them and they didn't realize. So we understand you guys are at home, but please just be understanding. We had to pretend we're in school like our kids were last year and keep background noises to a minimum. I do know that kids come in and sometimes they interrupt, no problem. If you are on YouTube, you can more than welcome to join us through the Google Meets link. It is the meet.google.com/S as in Sierra, P as in Paul, N as Nancy, dash G as golf, E as in echo, Y as in yo-yo, M as in Mike, dash E as in Edward, V as in Victor, B as in Bravo. And then you can just join us and unmute, raise your hand, interrupt me at any point. So I did email out March meeting minutes to everyone who has my email address. Did anybody have any questions about what happened in March? Is anyone going to ask me to review or to read the meeting agenda from March? You do have the power to do that as a member and a parent. Okay. Thank you for not making me having to read it. I do appreciate that. But if anyone does want a copy, just email me. I'm sorry. For those who don't know, I am Heather, the PTC president. And you can email me at the North Gresham PTC @gmail.com. You can always contact us as well on the website at northgreshamptc.com. I just do those right. They're both North Gresham PTC. The email is at gmail.com and the website is just .com. Oh, Adam, dude, we got the website up, didn't we? Did that finally come back up?
Yes, the website is back up and operational now.
Okay, thank you. For those who don't know, we found out that there was some issue the last couple of months. Basically, they were kicking us off because we hadn't paid the fee, but it wasn't time to renew the fee, and then we double paid the fee, and then there was another thing that went wrong. I understand it. If you want more information, I'm sure Adam will explain it to you. Okay, but review the meeting minutes just by either a thumbs up or typing in yes in the Google Meets. Can we approve the March meeting minutes? All righty, I have a quorum of at least half of the people saying yes. Thank you. Perfect. I appreciate it, everyone. So Katie, our treasurer, and Mrs. Sewell, our principal, is not here today. We do have Richard, who is our vice president, and myself. Unfortunately, Mrs. Sewell is at the district office doing some interviews, and Katie's work schedule does not allow her to come to right now. So when I said we'll talk about that, basically we had to have a quorum with our PTC meetings, which means 3/4 of our board has to be in attendance. So I'm not sure how official this is not going to be, but I am taking minutes just in case it does become official. If anyone has any questions on that, please reach out to me and we can talk about it. But we're going to go ahead and skip the principal's report. Is anyone present for the teachers moment? Do we have any teachers on or school staff members on? I don't recognize anybody's name. But if you are a staff member and you want to let us know what's going on in your classroom or in your area, please pipe in and let us know. Okay, so we'll go right into business. So, well, okay, Richard kind of knows about this. We did a shirt order merchandise with Kat's help. She helped me count the money, put the orders together, and we send it to Night Owl. Night Owl is going to get us the shirts, they think, early next week. They are still waiting for one of their shipments of the shirts coming in so they can then imprint our logo on them. Sorry, I'm not wearing my shirt because, again, I was fixing my bathroom or my kitchen. But this is what they look like. And so I'll need to talk to Sean and Katie about this, but the invoice amount did change. I did not realize the previous amount had some errors on it. Basically, they were unable to get some certain sizes in the ladies' cuts, and we're going to do them as adults instead. And I did not realize that, I guess there was a little bit of a price difference to the PTC, but we are not extending that to the parents who purchase those shirts because I don't feel that's fair. But I will need an approval of us spending $3,000. Okay, here, I'll just show you guys what I am talking about and why I am stopping for a second. Sorry, please forgive me. This is the part that I'm looking at for right now because that says $3,038 and I am missing a zero there, I believe. So I can't get the correct amount until I get it from you guys. Okay, oh, where are you? Oh. So if anybody has any questions, please pipe in so you're not having to wait for me to talk. Oh, shoot. I can't even find the email she sent me. Okay. Alrighty, we're gonna have to find that out later. Okay. Tabled until find correct amount. Okay. All right, so okay, well, so as everyone knows, it is in the processing order. I am hoping to have them back by the first full week of May, which I believe is possibly a week earlier than I had posted. So if anyone has any questions about their shirt order, please reach out to me. Oh, tomorrow is our Connect to Kinder. If anyone knows of any families that will be joining us in North Gresham next year, they got a little 5 or 6 year old kid who's going to be starting school brand new. The school is having a Connect to Kinder. That's where the parents come in with their kids. Excuse me. They meet some of the teachers. They can meet the principal. They meet, kind of see a little bit of the classrooms of the kindergarten classrooms. There's also going to be, sorry, I'm trying to get my whole list. The early transition people, Sun, Title I, East Hill, and someone with the DLI classrooms. Connect to Kinder is tomorrow, Wednesday, April 20th. And it's at, oh gosh, I believe it's at 4 p.m. to like 6. At least that's what I have in my area. Okay, let me add that to here. So if anybody knows anyone who will be joining our school next year and wants to come in and kind of see the school, we are more than welcome to come. If you are already enrolled and you just haven't had a chance to come in, don't worry. There is going to be kind of an open house night in May with our book fair. So this is not the time to kind of wander around the school. That will be in May. But if your child is in the dual language immersion classrooms where they're learning in English and in Spanish, there is a DLI family night that is actually next week on Tuesday, April 26th. And I believe that one is 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. And we are currently, PTC is looking for volunteers to help out with that. I do have 3 volunteers who are willing to come and help. It could be just coming in about 4:30 to help set up, move tables into the gym. Don't worry. All of our tables have wheels. So you're not carrying the tables. You're literally pushing them down the hallway. And then you'll maybe help moving chairs out. Those are on dolly. So it's just kind of stacking and unstacking, or taking from the stack and unstacking them. So it's not too much physical labor. You're not actually physically having to carry the chairs everywhere. But we are looking for volunteers to help set up. And then during the event, they would like to have, some volunteers just at the front doors, just welcoming families in. They are also going to maybe have some volunteers helping with the rotations, because there'll be like 5 or 6 rotations that they'll go around. There's even going to be a Dr. Molina talked about a game. I don't quite understand it. It is something that I guess a game that her family does a lot of, and I don't quite understand it, but she said she could use some volunteers to help out with the game. I'm looking forward to seeing it because it's something I've never played. So, and then we also need volunteers to help clean up. So, Jackie, this is for the DLI family night. That's next Tuesday, the 26th. The event is from 5:30 to 7:30. Yes, Maria, you can volunteer as well. If your family's not in the DLI night, but you are going to be there, I've talked to Dr. Molina and she said she would welcome your family to come. So yes, Maria, you can bring your kinder even if they are not in the DLI. Oh, okay, perfect. They are in the DLI. So if you're willing, maybe Maria, to help to set up and clean up, because I know you want to be part of the event. That is great. That's kind of where we need the most help, is to set up and clean up. Oh yeah, teenagers, we can always use them. I miss my nephews being around. Man, they got older and got their own families. But yeah, you can bring your teenagers as well, or extra family members to help out. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm assuming, Maria, I have your email address, but I will email you to find out more information of what you can help or your family. And hopefully, Jackie, I answered your question. If I did not, please type it in the chat. I'd be more than happy to send you out some information. Again, tomorrow is Connect to Kinder. Next Tuesday is the DLI night. So 2 different events. We do have the open house coming in May. Any other questions about what I have covered so far? Is there any questions on the YouTube?
No questions on YouTube at this point.
Okay. Thank you, Adam, for always double checking that for me. Okay. So next, just kind of review business. Unfortunately, due to lack of no one helping, and I just don't have time in my personal life, we have unfortunately had to cancel the spring fundraiser / event. Prior to COVID, we would usually do a jogathon, and the classes would go out and kind of run around. The teachers liked it because the kids got to go and run for 30 minutes. It was a really easy fundraiser for us to do. It was our second largest fundraisers in the past. Unfortunately, it does take a lot of planning and preparing, and I just don't have the time. So that will be canceled. Another spring event that our kids do usually love is when the field day. I do not know if that will be happening this year or not. I will need to contact the PE teacher, because usually they would plan that. So if anyone has any ideas or want to help out with anything, we're here, we're available. Please, no idea is a bad idea, honestly. Maybe a little bit hard with some rules that we can't work around, but we can always see what we can do. But good news this year has finally come out. I was finally able to renew our IRS Section 501c3 that has been accepted. That is the law that allows us to be a non-for-profit charity. Basically, any money we make, we don't keep, we give back to the kids. So therefore, PTC does not have to pay taxes on the money in the bank or when we spend money or make money. So that's a really good thing that we have finally. I got the letter from the federal from IRS, letting us know that that has been accepted. So yay, it's been my year-long project. But that's been taking up majority of my time recently, back and forth emails with the IRS. If anyone has ever tried that or contacted the IRS, it is not fun, especially when you have a job and you can't stay on hold for 3 hours.
Hey, Heather. We did have a question come up on YouTube about the DLI. Somebody says that their nephew will be going to kindergarten and wondering if he can show up or if mom has to register for the event.
Contacted you, and then you'll have little stations you can go around, and PTC will be one of those stations. And then you can also go to 2 of the kindergarten classrooms where they'll have some activities. So that is the perfect time for that family to come, is tomorrow on the Connect to Kinder. Again, I believe that's at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow. You'll enter the school by the doors that'll be open, but if you've never been in the school, it's the doors by the cafeteria. So if you're looking at the school, there's kind of the front entryway, and then kind of where this cafeteria, okay, let me do this backwards. Kind of the front entryway and kind of the cafeteria. The doors are right here in the middle, and the parking lot's right here. I'm really bad explaining how to get that. If someone else can explain better where the cafeteria doors are to someone who's never been to our school, I'm sure there'll be a door open and some signs. But again, that's tomorrow, the 20th, from 4 to 6. Thank you, Adam, for letting me know. If there's something else that comes up or they have a question, please pop in. Or again, you can always email me at northgreshamptc@gmail.com. And I can always help you, or at least connect you with the correct person. So kind of the sad news is we need leaders for next year. Basically, PTC is run by the PTC board. That is parent volunteers who are willing to help out. I have a full-time job. Katie has a full-time job. I know Richard stays at home, but he helps to take care of his daughter and grandson. I mean, we're not just people who are sitting at home doing nothing. We all have busy lives, but we try to give back to our school. We will be having board elections at our next meeting on May 17th. If you're interested, have questions, 6 of the board positions are open. The 7th position is the principal of the school. Unfortunately, you have to have a teaching license, be the principal of North Gresham Elementary to get that position. And currently, our wonderful Mrs. Sewell has that position. As far as I know, she is not leaving us. So we do have the president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, co-treasurer, and volunteer coordinator positions open for next year. My son is in 5th grade and will be going to Clear Creek. Richard, who is our vice president, he has graciously stayed on for additional year. His daughter is actually already at Clear Creek. Katie, our treasurer, her daughter will also be going to Clear Creek next year. So every position is open. Honestly, we have to have at least 3 people on the board. Legally, we have to have a president to run everything, a secretary to write down the notes, and a treasurer to keep the books. It is awesome if we can fill all 6 positions, because then no one person is taking a big chunk of the pie. It is divided into small, manageable groups. Again, if we do not have a board for next year, PTC will close. If you're like, oh, what's so bad about that? PTC provides teachers with classroom allotments of $275. Teachers have used this allotment to help cover field trips, to buy books. They've wanted to do an art project. A lot of the teachers use this money for behavior incentives. Like your kids will come home with, oh, Mom, my name got drawn from the bucket and I got this little eraser. A lot of teachers use the money for that. We do not allow reimbursements for like food, like a pizza parties or something like that. Or, we're going to have a fall pizza day or something, or popcorn. We don't do that. It is for educational. We also help with the kindergarten graduation, the 5th grade graduation. We help with the assembly. We help to bring in special teachers. A couple of years ago, they brought a teacher in to help make like clay. And we help to provide the clay. We also help to have the special instructor come in to work with the kids and teach the teachers how to do the projects. Oh gosh. PTC also purchased ukuleles for the music classroom. Oh gosh, Richard, am I forgetting anything? I know there's tons of things we used to do prior.
Family movie night we used to do.
Yep, we used to do the movie night. PTC helps out with the book fair. The book fair can still continue without a PTC board, but it's just hard to get volunteers if you don't have somebody to say, hey, I need help. So don't worry, Adriana, book fair will still happen with your help. We do appreciate that. But just certain things like the fundraisers and, giving back to our kids, letting them know that us as parents, we are here to help them, because realistically, kids spend 6-7 hours a day, 5 days a week in this school. For some families, kids are in school more than they're at home with their parents. So, PTC, we like to help support and to support our teachers. So if we don't have leaders for next year, again, PTC will be closing, and that'll be really sad. So again, if you're interested in one of the positions, have any questions, certainly reach out to me. We can help you out. I'm also staying in the local area. If you're like, well, I think I could maybe help run it, but I don't know what to do, I'll be here. I promise. I may not be able to lead, but I can at least, hey, be a phone call away, a text message, meet with you, go over how to do stuff. Katie is willing to train on Treasure with QuickBooks and how it's all set up, and how you put that we reimburse somebody, how you put in that we got money, kind of balancing a bank account. And again, neither of these jobs are full-time jobs. We all have jobs out. Yes, Richard, did you have a question or comment? Okay, let me know when you're available.
Okay. Maybe people are asking, why ain't we staying all on? Maybe you want to explain why we're not staying on, because of the bylaws and the charter or whatever it is, that we can only be like vice president or president for 3 years, you know?
Yeah. So technically by our bylaws, if anyone would like to read it, I can certainly email you the document. Only a position can be filled by the same person for 3 consecutive years. So what I mean by that, Richard is our vice president for our 3rd year. No, actually, technically you're on our 4th year, aren't you?
4th, yeah.
Yeah, 4th year. I've been president this is now my 3rd year. Katie was treasurer for a 4th year. Before that, she was our volunteer coordinator. Before I was president, I was also the secretary and the volunteer coordinator. So, I mean, you can kind of do a little bit of multiple positions, but basically we've all completed our 3 years. It's not that we're all, okay, I'm done, bye, see you later. You know, we are willing to help here and stuff and, you know, to get people trained. But just by our bylaws, we legally cannot be on the paperwork. We've allowed Richard this year trying to help keep PTC going, because if we do not have 3 people, 3 parents, we do not have a PTC. So Richard has stayed on as our 3rd parent. So legally we could have PTC for this year. I know with COVID that threw everything for a loop. We had a big up-running. I think our meetings had like 10 parents coming. I mean, so it was getting nice and big and lots of ideas and people wanting to help out. And then COVID came and it crashed. So I'm was hoping to kind of build that back up this year. A lot of it's just lack of not being able to go into school, except now. Yay.
Also in those rules, don't you have to have a child that's in school? Like me, I'm pretty much at the end of my rope because I have a grandson that's still there, but he's not going to be there here soon, next year.
Yes. See, Richard, you're awesome. I love this. You're keeping me on track. Thank you. So yes, that's another rule is you do have to have either a family member or know of a student that's in the school. Katie's and my only child are going to Clear Creek, so we will not have any other kids in the school. Richard's daughter's in Clear Creek and his grandson, I believe, is moving out of the district. So he will not be able to be on PTC anymore, even if he moved to a different position. So
yeah, he's going to Clear Creek next year.
Yeah. So we would love to have new parents, new ideas. Just because I've done PTC this way, I changed it from a little bit from the previous president of Michelle, and she changed a little bit from the previous president of Capri. So I know one parent was like, well, I can't do anything in the evenings. If you can only do things during the day, great. If you're like me and you're a night owl and stay up to midnight looking for something to do, you know, this is your area too.
Yeah, you pretty much can run it how the president pretty much can run it how they want to, as long as they stay within the rules and get the stuff that needs to be done.
Yeah, and I ran it as I'm not the president. I can't do anything. The board, we agree on everything.
Yeah.
So I've tried not to run it as I'm a dictator and this is what I am doing. I know other presidents. I have met other PTC or PTA presidents, and I've attended their meetings, and oh gosh, I hated them because they were, no, we're doing this event and not hearing anybody else out, and I'm not that type of person. So, anything else that needs to be talked about prior to moving into our next big topic of book fair?
Nope.
I don't think anything. So I will, Richard, your guys' show. What do you guys need or want to talk about?
Book fair is about to start here next month. It's going to be inside school this year, which is really good. And the kids get a preview day that they can actually come with their teacher and preview like they did before COVID. The location of the fair is going to be set up in room 215 on the second floor. And we'll be setting it up on Thursday, May 12th. The first day of operation is student and teacher preview day. And that's an all-day thing where each class comes in with their teacher and previews the books. And kids make out their little wish lists, and so they can take it home to their parents. And we will have the e-wallet set up so parents can put money on an e-wallet for the kids so they don't have to carry money to school. And flyers are done. I got them all translated and ready to go. Me and Adriana is going to go print them next week and get them ready to start handing out. So you guys should be seeing those soon coming out. Book fair will open for sales on Tuesday, May 17th during lunch recess for kids. And the rest of the week, it'll be open for lunch recess. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to the 20th, and that's the last day is the 20th. With family night coming up, it's a open house, student parent walkthrough to see, so parents can see their kids' classes. And with that, the book fair is going to be open, so parents can come in and buy books like they used to, and hopefully we'll have a big turnout. We really do need volunteers, as many as we can get. There is, if anybody wants to volunteer, they can get a hold of Heather, and she will put them on the volunteer list. And you can pick your day and time, but it's not going to go so well if we don't have enough volunteers. So if anybody out there wants to volunteer, please come and volunteer.
Yes, Richard. I will get out the email after next week's DLI night.
Good. Yep, and just a reminder that if they do want to volunteer for that, they'll need to register with the school district soon, so they can have the 2 weeks for the background check to clear before the book fair starts.
You have to do the district online. Basically, they're just you're put in some information, and the district does some research. Basically, are you who you are? Are you not a criminal or anything like that we're going to be allowing in the schools? If you don't hear anything after 2 weeks from the district office, you've been accepted. They will notify you within 2 weeks, and then if you're not accepted or if they have any questions.
Yeah.
So if you do want to volunteer, please go to the district website. Adam, I know that link to the website is on our website. So if you go to northgreshamptc.com, I believe it's going to volunteer, if I remember correctly. And then there's a link to the district website application. So it'd be great. Yes, we do need a lot of volunteers. I will get that out. Richard, have you and Adriana talked about like maybe making some signs? Because I know usually the book fairs on the first floor in the gym, and we're going to be in room 215.
Well, we have our poster signs. We will have our poster signs when I get to the school next week. Excuse me.
But like for the open house night, are you going to make some signs saying like book fair this way with arrows or something, or?
When we set up the family night, I will try to have those arrows, so saying book fairs this way. I'll look into making some saying where it's at. The posters are going to be, we're going to be hanging up the big posters like we usually do, with the date and everything, and it'll tell which room it's in, and all that. As far as the family night walkthrough and stuff, I thought that the other people would be doing it that's putting that on.
Well, yeah, just for anybody who's like who has a child in kindergarten, first or second grade, they're going to be on the first floor.
Yeah, well,
I was just thinking like
like we used to do, put the arrows that the book fair is this way, and I'll be doing that too because I'll have those signs.
Okay.
And I'll probably put those up Wednesday, right after we close during lunch. After lunch recess, I'll probably put those up, the arrows, and then come back in at 4:00 and start getting the rest of the stuff ready, moving the cash registers where they need to be, and because we will have them out in the hall because of the long lines.
Yeah. And we'll need parent volunteers inside the book fair helping out parents, and then
yes,
the registers going.
Yes.
I'm Adriana, who, for people that don't know, are we able to, if we don't get enough responses via email, Heather, are we able to send out flyers home? Because if there are a lot of people that aren't logging into the meeting via YouTube or Google, I'm hoping flyers will reach more parents if we send out a flyer asking for volunteers. Is that possible, or is that against any PTC rules?
No, I'll try to make up a we need volunteers for the book fair and what days and nights, and that way I can send it home with everybody and see what happens there. I think in the past that we did put it on the Facebook.
Yeah. I'll get it posted on Facebook. We'll get it into the monthly STARS report that comes out from the office. It'll be under the PTC part. We'll get them to announce it with the Monday morning announcements that are on Facebook.
Yeah.
That Emily and Nina do. They'll even try and put it on the reader board. But yes, I mean, there's no restrictions about you or you and Richard creating your own flyer and sending it out.
Now that letter the first thing I have going out is the book fair's coming soon, and it's the date and stuff, and I have it in English on top and Spanish on the bottom, and on the back side, since you mentioned this, I'll make up we need volunteers for the book fair that night and put the dates and times, and we'll put that on the back side of it, so that goes home with parents too, so they see that.
Okay.
I'll try my best to do what I can with it and get one on there.
I appreciate that. I'm willing to help. I just trying to think of ways to get the word out there.
Yeah, we usually put it out there. Like I said, it goes online with Facebook and stuff, and it's on the web. Should be on the website. Adam should be putting that up there.
Yeah, and I'll try to send out emails to the parents' email addresses I have. The hardest part is the school can't actually physically give us parents' email addresses. parents have to give me their email address in order for me to email them. I can't say, hey, Nina, will you just, send this out to all parents? That's why they kind of do the Remind app now. So that's kind of more of a secured way. But any additional flyers you can. The school doesn't want us to send out, 550 flyers every single day. But we can send out one. Kind of Jackie asked a comment about, sending out information. Yes, I do have the official announcement of the PTC board election, and then another one talking about why joining PTC, what does it do to help out? I have one, it'll be basically, it's the two of those I'll be passing out for Connect to Kinder and DLI night, and I will be sending it home to talk about that. Let's see. Adam says, yes, we're sending out information. Okay. Yeah. You're coming home soon. Thank you, Adam, for checking in on that. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, we do have Facebook, we have our email, but if anyone can think of any way to kind of get the word out, reach out to us. The reason we say email me for volunteers is because we don't have a volunteer coordinator. That's currently an open position. We do have a email for the volunteer coordinator, but everything's being forwarded to the presence email. So just so there's only one person to contact. Of course, if somebody reaches out to Richard and says, hey, I want to volunteer, I'm sure he'll let me know, or when I give him the list, they'll add them. So yeah, but
I'll just add them to my list, and then I will get a hold of her and let you know.
Oh yeah.
And add it onto your list, and then we'll just combine them.
Yep. And I will start doing emails and Facebook. We try to do things about 2 weeks in advance. Kind of here's the meetings where you kind of find out about them and you can put them on your calendar. But we know that people have, busy lives. What am I doing in 3 weeks? I have no idea. I have a plan, but yeah. I'm sure, as we all know, as family, things happen. So that's why we try to do about 2 weeks in advance. That way people can kind of see what's going on, if they can help out, but it's not too far out.
Hey, Adam, are you there?
If you can go ahead and send it to me again, that way I've got everything written down. I believe I got it from the agenda, but just to make sure that everything's correct.
Fantastic Book Fair website published and up. So, and then people can start shopping online on 5/11, May 11th through the 24th. But yeah, as soon as I got that ready, I'll send it to you.
Richard, will you email that to me so I can just double check the information I have correctly? Because I did not even make a note of when the online shopping is.
Yeah, it's 5/11 through 5/24. Online shopping is. And they can set up their e-wallets from 4/20 to, oh, wait a minute. No, I don't have that one right. But I'll get that one for you too.
Yeah, and then I'll also, if you have a certain way that you want Emily and Nina to announce it, if you have like a script you want them to read,
not really, but
okay. If not, I will send them the information so they can start doing on the Monday morning announcements. We can get it on the Remind app with the monthly newsletter. The monthly newsletter. I don't know what you call that. The star news that we get out every month, that'll come out early May. So I want to get out to them with that as well.
Yeah.
And then I can also get it on Facebook too. Start trying to Facebook is awesome. You can go on there and schedule things and then just automatically posts and you can forget about it. It's one of the things when I can't sleep at 2:00 in the morning, I just start, okay, let me start creating Facebook announcements. Obviously, I haven't done that in a while because I don't think Facebook is kind of active right now.
Oh, okay. The e-wallet thing is same thing, 5/11, but to 5/20 the last day of sale. They can set e-wallets up.
Okay. It is May 11th to May 20th. Okay. And Adriana, how are you doing with learning how everything goes through the book fair? Is Richard been helping you out and getting you situated and answering questions?
We've had some conversations. I think I'll learn the most just, starting being in person. And I've never worked a cash register before. I've never done a book fair, so I'll get my speed course when I'm in it, I guess. But he's been really thorough with talking to me through the process to kind of get me familiar with what to expect. And we'll go from there.
That and she'll learn a lot next week on Monday when we go in and print everything up and hang posters up on the walls.
Yeah.
I believe the copy key's in the office. I will double check that tomorrow. I have on occasion brought it home with me. So I will try to leave it in the office for you, Richard.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm going to take her on to the PTC office and show her where everything's at for the book fair and stuff.
It should be relatively clean. Please forgive our mess. I have not been in the actual office in a couple of weeks. Work has been a little bit crazy, but
It is what
That's
it is.
fine. Like you said, we're all busy. It's okay.
Yeah. But I love that Richard's been helping you out and, getting you trained. And I know you haven't gotten to the big training yet, but as someone who did a crash course with Richard on how to use the registers, if you can use a smartphone and take a picture, you can do registers.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
All the weird stuff I have to ask him questions for, but that's why he's there.
Yeah, the only part that she's going to miss is the Thursday setup because she's leaving out of town on the 12th.
Oh, darn
So
it.
she'll miss the setup, but she will be there for the breakdown.
What goes up must come down.
Yes.
All righty. So we have just about, I'm guessing, 5 minutes or so. Is there anything else that needs to be covered by the book fair?
No.
Okay.
I don't have anything
I'm good.
else.
Okay. Well,
we need volunteers.
Yeah. So I'll just take the last couple minutes. Is there any questions, concerns? Anybody have any ideas? Want to pipe in? I will officially adjourn the meeting right now at 7:25 p.m. But if I will stay on for the next 5 minutes, if anyone has anything that they want to review or go over. But I do appreciate everyone coming in and talking with us today. If you didn't talk, but you have an idea, again, email me at northgreshamptc@gmail.com or find us on Facebook or on our website. Facebook is North Gresham Parent Teacher Club. Our website, northgreshamptc.com. Both of those contact us or the messenger goes directly to me. So, get a hold of us. But thank you, everyone. We have our last meeting on the 17th at 6:30 p.m.
Yep.
Oh, everyone's gone quiet. Okay.
Silence.
I don't know if silence is golden or silence like when you have a toddler and suddenly you hear silence and you go, oh no, that's not good.
Yes, I have a grandson. Likes to sneak around real quietly. And I'm like, what are you doing? I can still hear you. So stop sneaking around like you're stealthy, because it ain't working.
That's when you truly know you're a parent, when silence scares you.
I hear everything in the house, and he don't believe me, but he'll sit there and he'll sneak across the floor and into the bathroom, and it's like, what are you doing? Oh, damn, got me.
My
Put
11-year-old.
that game back. I don't go in the bathroom with you.
My 11-year-old, I have him convinced that I put a locator on him when he was in my tummy, so I can always find out where he's at. Realistically, I hear him laughing, or I see him moving, or hear the
Yeah.
he tries to hide from me. But there are a
My
couple
daughter knows
times he
better.
has.
She can't hide. She knows that I hear everything, so she don't even try. I lived on a street, 141st and Division, right on Division, and